So, yeah, share this. Shalom to everybody. Um, yeah, that's what's going to be happening. We're going to be getting exalted by the Most High Yahweh Shai in front of everybody. And they're going to be looking up like, man, we should have just listened to him. But they hate us. It's a dislike. She disliked the fact that she's had to submit to you. You're going to start understanding that. If you look up dislike, it means hate. Hate is a synonym of dislike. Dislike is a synonym of hate. I'm not doing that for you. She hates you. She doesn't see herself submitting to no man. It don't matter if he was Hispanic anyway. That's why her homegirl, that is Mexican, she went and got her a white boy. Because they submit. It's like she's wearing the pants, and at home he wears the dresses. Only when he goes outside the house he wears pants. He's in the house, he wears a dress. And literally, I don't know, but metaphorically, yes. But I don't doubt it one bit that he wears a dress in the house. She's doing those things and talking like that. Man, I think I would probably smack my woman in the ass for all that shit. Talking. Yeah. And everybody gonna see you around. Everybody gonna see you around. And they're gonna be like, yeah, that fool just left. Hey, bro. Ain't nothing the man can do but just stand to the side and be like, hey, bro, you got some balls, man. You just left, bro. A lot of brothers would have tried to stay and all that stuff. And, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, crazy. Hey, but Yahweh didn't allow that. Yahweh didn't allow no. He didn't allow that. He didn't allow it. He's like, nah, I got a plan for you, bro. Especially in these last days, it's coming together because, hey, soon, race war is about to pop off real soon. Ain't nothing nobody can do about it. Race wars is right around the corner. As soon as you walk around the corner, white boys are there. 5 minutes away. Chaldeans are there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Somalis, they circling the block. All these men is just circling the block now. Have you noticed that last night?
Yesterday. American. Yeah. We saw the same Ethiopian. And he said something about Jew, and I told him,
yeah, they circling the block. They're circling the block. They kind of what you call that? Kind of surround, like just doing rounds. You know what I'm saying? The whole block knowing what's around over here, over there. You know what I'm saying? They just do. That's what they do. They're not walking around. Sooner or later, they're gonna be strapped up. But at the same time, but that's what they're doing, man. They circling the block, bro. They doing rounds, making sure what's going on and everything what's not going on. This is what they're doing. Anybody crazy? I knew what they was doing. I was like, they're out here rounds. They're walking around all night, every day. But Yahweh's gonna put that to an end. It's like, come on, man. Y'all believe. I was like, that's why I was like, look at here go Allah. They talking about Yahweh. I was like, see, look, listen to Allah. It just means God. Listen to God, man. I'm saying? Right here. And then I kept cutting them with his Quran. That ain't the Quran. Fool, he says the Quran. It's the Bible. It's a Quran. You know what I'm saying? He kept getting cut and cut and cut. Ain't nothing he could do about it. He know they're going into captivity. Then he was trying to take himself out of history. Can't take yourself out of history, man. F up. Going into captivity, man, for what your fathers did. That's just period, point blank. You get mad at us, you better go call your forefathers, man. What's up? Scotch tape? You're going to have to go to Walmart later after it's dark. And I got to go anyways, too. I got to give me some, my book has been used a lot, so it's falling apart, and I don't want to get a new one. Hey, that's what happened when you use it. You be seeing a bunch of Christians, their Bible on table just perfect shape. It's like, hey, this Bible is not used, man. Don't use this. Yeah, we do. And it's kind of crazy. I did that too. As a Christian, I used to open my Bible on the table and leave it like that. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? This, you know what I'm saying? The words go pop out. People make the house a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Huh? Dave gonna get death if he don't understand it time. And he's Issachar himself. He need to stop it. They're gonna, hey man, hey, and repentance is over when we off these corners. It's done. Big tree done withered. The big tree done withered away now, bro. It's too late for y'all, man. He told you. Ain't no repentance. That don't mean they can't still learn. That doesn't mean they can't still learn. Though. Still learn. But you're getting judged with some. Oh, we're not taking extra people in the house. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why order is imperative and very, very, very important to get in order. You got the prayer book tonight right here. Fine. Hey, the water for the people who are checking in, man. We about to start these prayers up. I'm just sharing everything to these pages, you know, getting this word out, feeding the sheep. You know what I'm saying, oh, we gotta put this in the Jewish Christian page, Jewish Christian group. Gotta put this in there. No Jewish Christian debates. Come on. Yeah, I remember I'm one of the founding members for the Hebrew Israelite Unity Camp Group. Always subscribe to there. To a page, good source of videos. Hey, y'all, what's up, man? What's going on with you, brother? You need to get over here and chop it up with me, bro. Stop being a loner. Man, I be wanting to friend Edomites on my page. I just don't really like to. I just, I just don't. You know, something about having an Edomite on my page, man. It's just allowing a hater to hate on all my videos and get them taken off. So I just don't need that. My videos is for my people. Okay? And having y'all on my page, I just don't take kind to. You know, I just think that you're gonna break out in a bubonic plague and get us all sick off the internet. All right, so got the book. Right, let's get it, man. Got one second. Damn. I don't think San Diego's ever been this hot before. This is hot. And we gotta have 3 fans all the time.
A heat wave came. They've been telling us to prepare for.
Came from the depths of hell. That motherfucker come from, man.
Mustard.
Yeah, it's hot.
You want that water starter?
No. Stop.
I just fine.
Ready? Okay. Oh man. All right, here we go. All right, this is the Abanawa found in the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 9 through 13. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakukah, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Ayah, Asha, Baratazah, Kahaya, Bashemayim, Nathanyanawa, Lakham, Kayawam, Wasalakinawa, Kabawatinawa, Kasalakinawa, Kabawatinawa, Wala'ah, Tabiyanawa, Benasai Rum, Abo, Hawashayanawa, Mamrai, Kaya, Lakha, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wataparaf, Wala'alamium, Aman, Bahashim, Yahushai, Mashiach, Aman, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, here on earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. Bahashim, Yahushua, Mashiach, Amen. All right, this is the Asherah, book of Psalms, found in chapter 84, verse 4, chapter 144, verse 15, chapter 145, top to bottom, chapter 115, verse 18. Blessed are they that dwell in thy house. They will still be praising thee, Selah. Happy is that people that is in such a case. Yea, happy is that people whose Alahai is Yahweh. I will extol thee, my Alahai, O King, and I will bless thy name forever and ever. Every day will I bless thee, and I will praise thy name forever and ever. Great is Yahweh and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable. One generation shall praise thy works to another, and shall declare thy mighty acts. I will speak of thy glorious honor, thy majesty, and of thy wondrous works, and men shall speak of thy might, of thy terrible acts. I will declare thy greatness, they shall abundantly utter the memory of thy great goodness, and shall sing of thy righteousness. Yahweh is gracious and full of compassion, slow to anger and of great mercy. Yahweh is good to all, and his tender mercy over all his works. All thy works shall praise thee, O Yahweh, and thy saints shall bless thee. They shall speak of the glory of thy kingdom and talk of thy power, to make known to the sons of men his mighty acts, and his glorious majesty of his kingdom. Thy kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and thy dominion endureth throughout all generations. Yahweh upholdeth all that fall, and raiseth up all those that be bowed down. Bowed down. Yahweh upholdeth all that fall, and raiseth up all those that be bowed down. The eyes of all wait upon thee, and thou givest them their meat. Salah. The eyes of all wait upon thee, and thou givest them their meat season. Thou openest thy hand and satisfies the desire of every living thing. Yahweh is righteous in all his ways, and holy in all his works. Yahweh is nigh unto all them that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth. He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him. He also will hear their cry, and will save them. Yahweh preserveth all them that love him, but all the wicked will he destroy. My mouth shall speak the praises of Yahweh, and let all flesh bless his holy name ever and ever. But we will bless the Yahweh from this time forth and forevermore. Hallelujah.
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 Hashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Mashiach.
Mashiach.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Shalom. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, can you bring that fan closer out? Water. Ooh. Man. Man. Yeah. It should be going on right now. Should be pouring the water in there. Yeah, I'll put the description in there. Is it in there? It should be in there. So yeah, Feast of Trumpets is coming up, 9/16. All right, remember you want to take the 17th off. The 16th, it starts at night and it ends at the next day at night. That's a whole 24 hours. All right, that's the Feast of Trumpets. The next is the Tabernacles, 9:30. Right, the night at 9:30 it starts. So you want to have the 1st of October off because it's going to end at night first. The Day of Atonement is 9:25. You want to take the 26th off because it starts at night, 25th, and it ends on the 26th at night. So those times you want to take off work, saying that way ahead of time so everybody knows. All right. So now we can begin the Torah portions at Deuteronomy 26, verse 1. So let's salute in. Body, rock, Kabashim Yashabah, body, rock, body, rock, Yabashim Yashabah. So first, body, rock, body, rock, Yabashim Yashabah. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm so fast. So go ahead, man. Start at Deuteronomy 26 and 1.
All right, Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 1. And it shall be when
Chale,
thou
chale. I said that wrong too. Almost had it. Almost had it, man. It came to me, but it didn't actually. I'm there. Let's go.
All right, Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 1.
Right.
And it shall be, thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance, and possess it, and dwellest therein, that thou shalt take of the first of all fruit of the earth, which thou shalt bring of thy land, that the Lord thy God giveth thee.
This is the first fruit. When you get into your land that you grow, this is the first fruit. Read.
And thou shalt put it in a basket, and shalt go unto the place which the Lord thy God shall choose to place his name there. And thou shalt go unto the priest that shall be in those days, and say unto him, I profess this day unto the Lord thy God, and I am come unto the country which the Lord sware unto our fathers for to give us. And the priest shall take the basket out of thine hand, and set it down before the altar of the Lord thy God. And thou shalt speak and say before the Lord thy God, a Syrian ready to perish was my father. And he went down into Egypt and sojourned there, but they few, and became there a nation, great, mighty, and populous. And the Egyptians evil entreated us, and afflicted us, and laid upon us hard bondage. And when we cried unto the Lord our God of our fathers, the Lord heard our voice, and looked on our affliction, and our labor, and our oppression.
So now you know what's going to happen in these last days, right? When we start to actually cry out, like we sighing and crying right now. When we out there, sighing and crying. That's what we're doing. So the prophets that sigh and cry, that's what we're doing out there. We're sighing and crying for the afflictions. We're sighing and crying for the oppression, the vexation. Because oppression maketh the wise man mad. We just not bad enough to kill because that ain't the spirit that he wants us to have. You know what I'm saying? We follow the spirit. Vengeance is not ours. So, but we sign and crying out there right now. And in these last days, and when we cry out and these people start crying out, that's when he's going to save us. That's when it's enough now that he is tired of hearing that cry, us cry. That's that cry. Let's go.
Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 8. And the Lord brought us forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand, and with an outstretched arm, and with great terribleness, and with signs, and with wonders. And he hath brought us into his place, and hath given us his land, even a land that floweth milk and honey.
That's with the fruits, the fruit trees, the flowing rivers, the good soil and all that stuff to grow the fruit, harvest, good cattle, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Honey, baby. It's that milk and honey. Now today it'd be the great machineries and stuff, the factories, the vineyards, and everything like that. You know, hey, I want a bomb vineyard. I'm telling you, I'm gonna try to have the best wine in the country. What I'm trying to tell you, and the best sheep, the best wine and the best sheep. I want. That's what I'm trying to do now. Have the best wine, best philosophies, and the best sheep. That's what it is. Get everything together, be a quarter. Boom, that way the Most High look down on us and he shines his face on us. He's happy at what. Let's go.
Verse 10. And now behold, I have brought the first fruits of the land which thou, O Lord, hast given me. And thou shalt set it before the Lord thy God, and worship before the Lord thy God.
That's right.
And thou shalt rejoice in every good thing which the Lord thy God giveth unto thee, and unto thine house, thou and the Levite, and the stranger that is among you.
The stranger's talking about from the other land. Samaria, Judah. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Go ahead.
When thou hast made an end of tithing, all the tithes of thine increase, the third year, which is the year of tithing, and hast given it unto the Levite, the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, that they may eat within thy gates and be filled. Then thou shalt say before the Lord thy God, I have brought away the hallowed things out of mine house, and also have given them unto the Levite, and unto the stranger, to the fatherless, and to the widow, according to all thy commandments, which thou hast commanded me. I have not transgressed thy commandments, neither have I forgotten them. I have not eaten thereof in my mourning, neither have I taken away aught thereof for any unclean use, nor given aught thereof for the dead. But I have hearkened unto the voice to the Lord thy God, and have done according to all that thou hast commanded me.
Come.
Look down from thy holy habitation, heaven, and bless thy people Israel.
And that's when his face shines upon us. When he looks down upon us and he sees what we're doing right and he blesses us. He's seeing what we're doing is right. He's happy, shines. When he's happy, the sun just shines. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
As thou swearest to our fathers, a land that flowed with honey.
Come.
This day the Lord thy God hath commanded thee to do those statutes and judgments.
Come.
Thou shalt therefore keep and do them with all thine heart, with all thine soul.
I can't see how they pass up the 10 Commandments and still not understanding Moses is talking about the statutes and the judgments of those 10 Commandments. He's just reiterating everything else right after those commandments and saying, hey, this, that. They just, we're going to stop here. All this stuff we can't do. That's basically what they said. We can't do it. It's so easy. That's why you're supposed to read. Blessed he that readeth. I was telling you, blessed he that readeth. When you see this stuff, it's like, all right, yeah, all right, I got it. All right, go ahead.
Thou hast ouched the Lord this day.
Avouched.
Huh?
Thou hast avouched.
Thou hast avouched the Lord this day to be thy God, and to walk in his ways, and to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments, and to hearken unto his voice. And the Lord has avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people, as he hath promised thee, that thou shouldest keep all his commandments, and to make thee high above all nations, which he hath made, in praise, and in name, and in honor, and that thou mayest be an holy people unto the Lord thy God, as he hath spoken.
I got to look up something real quick. So, it's been said twice. And I want to make sure they. Go down to 18 real quick, and I'm going to read that to y'all. All right, vouch. And the Lord hath avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people. He said it twice. He said it in 18 and he said it in 17. Thou hast avouched the Lord this day to be thy God. Thou hast avouched the Lord this day to be thy God. And he said, and the Lord hath avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people. We have said something to him for him to be our God, and he has accepted us to be his people. So let's find out what avouched means. Amar in the Hebrew. Amar, avouched is Amar, the Hebrew. All right. So this is the Strong's said command they speak us. All right. So when he said in verse 17, thou hast avouched the Lord this day to be thy God. Thou hast said this day for the Lord to be our God. He said, hey, be our God. You know what I'm saying? To say, to answer, to one's heart, to think, to command, to promise, intend, to be told, to be said, to be called, to boast, to act proudly, to avow, to avouch. All right, let's go to the Strong's definition. To answer, to appoint, avouch, bid, boast, self-call, clarify, charge, commune, consider, preferred, desire. All right, all this you see ahead of you right here. All right, so now let's go to verse 19. Let's see if it's still the same thing. All right, what's up? What did I say? It's okay. Sorry. They'll know it when I get there. So now I'm finna go to 18. About Amar. Amar in the Hebrew. Same thing. Said, speak, answer, command, tell, call, promised. But in this case, we know this right here. That peculiar people is promised. So Deuteronomy 26 and verse 18, the Lord hath avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people. He has promised us that day to be his peculiar people. Now we're starting to get into the land. He's saying that, hey, I'm your God, this, that. You said you want me to be your God. I promise you to be your God. He's keeping his promises, what he gave to our fathers and our forefathers. So that avouched is very important. All right. And we have promised him that he is our God. All right. We're going to serve him. Right. So it's like a covenant. You're our God. You're our husband. We are married unto the Most High. All right. So let's go back to this, the StreamYard. So here we go. Salute out. Pashara, 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 only how it said. Award of Bar, Vine George, Vine Yasharala, Vine Yahweh, Salaki. Award of Bar, Vine George, Vine Yahweh, Yahweh. Award of Bar, Vine, Ford, Vine Yahweh, Vine Yasharala, Vine Rock. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatam. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatam. Don't get it? In the spirit. Thank you. You don't know how to make it. Because I gotta do this. All right. Go ahead. Chapter 27, verse 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, Keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
Mhm.
And it shall be on the day when you shall pass over Jordan unto the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Right.
That
So this is what happened coming out of 26. This is what's about to go into the Most High and where the Most High made Israel his people. I mean, he took his people out, but this is where, the covenant he made with them, with the save his fathers and everything. Like, this is it right here. Go ahead.
that thou shalt set thee up a great Salakia, great stones, and plaster them with plaster, and thou shalt write upon them all the words of this law when thou art passed over, that thou mayest go in unto the land which the Lord thy God give thee, and a land that floweth with milk and honey, as the Lord God of thy fathers had promised thee.
So now they got to set these big stones of plaster, right? Up when you go into Israel, you should see these big stones of plaster. They can't be carving out of anything. Like shaving, sanding down, make it nice, little squares and everything else. Watch what's about to tell you. Go ahead.
All
Verse
right,
4.
Salakia. Verse 4. Therefore it shall be when ye be gone over Jordan, that ye shall set up these stones, which I command you this day, in Mount Ebal, and thou shalt plaster them with plaster. And there shalt thou build an altar unto the Lord thy God, an altar of stones. Thou shalt not lift up any iron tool upon them. Thou shalt build the altar of the Lord thy God of whole stone, and thou shalt offer burnt offerings thereon unto the Lord thy God. And thou shalt offer peace offerings, and shalt eat there, and rejoice before the Lord thy God. And thou shalt write upon the stones all the words of this law very plainly.
Very plain. It got to be clear. So nobody say, I can't understand this. Nah, it's very clear. Go ahead. Verse 9.
Verse 9. And Moses and the Pharaoh, Salaki, and Moses and the priests, the Levites, spake unto all Israel, saying, Take heed and hearken, O Israel. This day thou art become the people of the Lord thy God. Thou shalt therefore obey the voice of the Lord thy God, and do his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
And the statutes is just plainly the moral law. No, not the moral law, but it's the moral, civil, dietary, and ceremonial laws. All right,
That's
it's
right.
just morals. It's about morals. All right, and you got judgments for breaking these morals. So statutes and judgments. Go ahead.
And Moses charged the people the same day, saying, These shall stand upon the Salakia, and these shall stand upon Mount Gerizim, Gerizim, to bless the people when ye are come over Jordan, Simeon and Levi and Judah and Issachar and Joseph and Benjamin, and these shall stand upon Ebal to curse
Mount Ebal.
Salakia,
Mount
Abal,
Yeah.
Salakia, and these shall stand upon Mount Abal to curse Reuben, Gad, and Asher, and Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali. And the Levites shall speak and say unto all the men of Israel with a loud voice, Cursed be the man that maketh any graven or molten images, an abomination unto the Lord, the work of the hands of the craftsman, and putteth it in a secret place.
Now see, Now, what are they doing? They hiding their new husband. That's what they're doing. They hide
That's right.
from the Most High. Don't be trying to make a molten image, a secret image, and hide it. They're going to know anyways, right?
That's right.
So it just found Israel just said in 26, I do. The Most High said, I do.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
He said, I do. So you promised the Most High to make no other gods.
That was the about.
There you go. It was
That's,
about.
That's,
there you
that's
go.
right.
So Israel said, I do. The Most High said, I do. Now, shall the two come together and never be departed? You know what I'm saying? So how you going to make another image of somebody else? And that's just the stuff they taken from the Egyptians and the Canaanites and stuff like that.
That's right.
You know
Ethiopians. That's right.
So go ahead.
15.
15. Start at 15.
Yeah. And all the people shall answer and say, Amen. Cursed be he that sitteth light by his father or his mother. And all the people say, Amen.
So let's see. Cursed be he that setteth light by his father or his mother. Who can figure out what that means?
That mean
Cursed be he that setteth light by his father. See, I'm about to see right now.
that's a guess.
Kala in the Hebrew. So, follow a manner to disgrace, dishonor, be lightly esteemed. It's in the Strongs. H Hebrew 70:34. To seem vile shall be condemned. Let me share my screen real quick. Share my audio. There we go. In the Strong's H7034, Kala, Kala. You can see the key. To pronounce it better right here. Kala, Kala. You can come over here, Kala. All right. It's a verb, a primitive root. All right. Seem vile shall be condemned, lightly esteemed, despised, base, set as light. To disgrace, dishonor, be lightly esteemed, to dishonor, be despised, to be dishonored, to be despised, be lightly esteemed. That's like that woman taking lightly. You know what I'm saying? That's that in Sirach. Lightly. Dishonor. You know, she don't respect you. Treat shamefully. The Strong's definition is a primitive verb to be light as implied in rapid motions, but figuratively only be causatively hold. In contempt, base, contempt, despise, lightly esteemed, set light, seem vile. All right, to be made light of, to not to be disrespected. A woman take you lightly, and the same thing goes for in Deuteronomy 27:16. Cursed be he that setteth light by his father or his mother. What is going to be set light? Dishonor. Going to dishonor his father, his mother. Cursed be that person, and you should be. Man, F them, man. I ain't care about them. Man, don't know what they're talking about, especially my mom. Her nasty pasta. So, stuff like that. And that's a good thing. You know, this precept right here cuts it more, you know what I'm saying? And you can say that to the men in your camp. Hey, don't take me lightly. Cursing your parents. All you some bitches. Let's go. Go ahead. Verse 17.
Be watching language, right?
I can't do that. I can't do that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27 and verse 17. Cursed be he that removeth his neighbor's landmark, and all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that maketh the blind to wander out of the way, and all the people say, Amen. Cursed be he that perverteth the judgment of the stranger, fatherless, and widow, and all the people say, Amen.
What does perverted mean? Is it not perverted? To go aside, try to say, nah, it says this, but it really says this. He's perverting the scriptures. You can't pervert the scriptures. All right, go ahead.
Cursed be he that lieth with his father's wife, because he uncovereth his father's skirt, and all the people say, Amen.
So who did that to their father? Uncovered their father's skirt? One of the brothers? Ham looked at his father's naked. But one of them about Lot? No, one of the brothers of Israel. Reuben? Exactly. Reuben. Simeon, the Dominicans today. Wait, is it Reuben or Simeon? No, Reuben. Reuben? No, covered his. No, Reuben.
It was two.
Slept with his father's handmaid. Yeah. So is that Reuben? Was it Reuben? All right. I'll find it right now because it's too much to do. Question was, who uncovered their father's skirt? Yeah. Yeah, that was Ham.
That was Ham and
Ham did not
uncover.
Well, you didn't uncover. It's Reuben. Exactly. Reuben is who? It's Seminole Indians. Simeon is the Dominicans. Go ahead and read. Finish.
Cursed be he that lieth with any manner of beast, and all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that lieth with his sister, the daughter of his father, or the daughter of his mother, and all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that lieth with his mother-in-law, and all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that smiteth his neighbor secretly, and all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that taketh reward to slay an innocent person, and all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that comforteth not all the words of this law, to do them, and all the people shall say, Amen.
Amen. Verse 25. Cursed be he that taketh reward to slay an innocent person. Who did that?
The people that killed Jacob. I mean, you talking about
you just broke that law right there in this Bible period that
you talking about in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
That was Cain.
What did Cain do?
Was it him? When the Most High was like, I smell your brother's blood coming from the ground.
But for a reward though. For a reward though. It's cursed be he that taketh reward to slay an innocent person. Who in the Bible took a reward to slay an innocent person?
Is his name Hagar? His name is Herod. Herod. For the birthday.
It's not Solomon, right?
With the damsel dancing, and then she asked.
But he didn't take a reward for that. You can honestly say that. You can honestly say
he was her dancing. Yeah.
No, the reward was the nookie.
Yeah.
What was the nookie?
I mean,
so you can't say that he took a reward. Yes, but he's not our people. Herod's not. That's
No,
just
but
not
you
our
was like
people.
who
Yeah.
in the Bible. You didn't say
Okay.
of
Okay.
our people.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Anyways, that's a good one. So what would anybody else? Who else took a reward?
Well, in that case, what did you say? King Solomon
To who?
he slayed his brother to get his wife.
King Solomon slayed his brother to get his wife.
Was that King David? King David, or King Solomon.
King David.
That was King David, but he didn't get. I mean, in the thing of the nookie, the kabosh. I said let's not go too far into that because
That's why I said in that case,
cursed be he that taketh reward to slay an innocent person. Yeah, I would use that too. I would use that too. I really would.
So we did it for money.
Who killed you? Who took the money for your house shot?
Judas.
Damn it! I couldn't get the name out. That's what I was trying.
50 shekels, huh?
30.
30. 30 shekels?
30.
30 shekels.
That's the one you wanted.
Yeah.
That's the one you wanted. Damn.
That was that.
That's the nail in the
coffin.
coffin.
Man. You take a reward to slay an innocent person.
Huh? Yeah, that was putting the nail in the coffin.
Okay, so let's go. Let's salute out. And the reason why we salute out is because of the Paul. And when we go to the prophets or the gospel, we don't salute out. So,
Paul Sharad, or Yahweh, and now Yeshua, now Shema. All that Yahweh said, what we doing here. Paul Sharad, the bar Yahweh, and now Yeshua, now Shema. All that Yahweh said, what we doing here.
so what we keep saying. Saying, Paul. That's I don't know how to say that. Okay, so say that. That's what. So, repeat after me. Fun. That's just fun. That's just fun. Fun. That's right. 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 You know it. Paragraph. Fun. Fun. That's just fun. That's right. That's right. Mario, Barack, stop. So, said, Mario, Barack,
Shabrakatah.
Right now. You gotta keep those the papers, not just.
Oh man. All right, you read.
Which one? Are you doing chapter 28? One, 16.
So, they still.
And I ask sometimes.
Hey, that's idolatry, brother. I think we need to throw all coffee away. Once you make it a ritual, we gotta rebuke you. Gotta. All right, we on 28 now. Woo! This is the rope of dope. This is all the curses. This is where you go to for all the curses, right here. When you start reading books and stuff about your past and everything, and you go to Deuteronomy 28, all the curses, like, damn, right? This all that's right there. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So let's go.
This is Deuteronomy 28, chapter 28, verse
Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy.
There you go.
There's
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy.
The whole campus.
Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments,
To observe,
observe, and to do all his commandments, which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
he will set us on high if we diligently observe to do all his commandments.
That's right.
Gotta diligently do it. You know, a diligent man maketh himself rich. All the time. And you know that. If you stay diligent at your craft, you got good. Stay diligent at coaching. Got money. Because you follow me. That's how I want you to do. You're doing things without knowing that it's right. You're just being diligent. And that's just Issachar. He is hired. It's a blessing for y'all anyways. I don't like y'all because of that blessing right there. You know what I'm saying? I was a lazy adolescent. You know what I'm saying? But it's because, you know, hey, the curses hit us Judites a whole lot worse than it hit y'all. It hit us hard because we didn't have no fathers around. Y'all had y'all fathers around. Y'all had Mexico, TJ, Tijuana, all fathers over there. You know what I'm saying? Our fathers were in prison. They had to put us in prison. If they didn't, we would have whooped their ass. Yeah, and it was, you know, we had all of our fathers there. They knew all the trades. You know what I'm saying? So now we got to lock them up. Vagrants laws and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Jim Crow.
A sucker. You still a sucker.
Snickers bar.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
know somebody serving 6 for stealing a Snickers bar 3 times in a row.
What's up about that Snicker bar? That motherfucker like that Snicker bar. You need to keep him from Snicker bars. You know what I'm saying? When you go into the store, man, I'm just bringing all these Snicker bars up to the front because somebody has a sweet tooth over here. You know what I'm saying? We don't need him taking no Snicker bars. Where are your mini Snicker bars? We need them too. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee. It's like we finna be overtaken with blessings. Overtaken. I want to be overtaken with blessings. You know what I'm saying? I want the kingdom. I want the kingdom, man. I want it so bad I can't breathe. It's just like going into an ocean. Till you just can't, until the water just over your head. That's how bad you want the kingdom. Till you almost die. So it's something that you can't see. Hope for it, and you have faith that it's there, and you get it. All right, let's go.
Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kin, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store.
So he said, blessed. You see, blessed shall be the fruit of thy body. What's the fruit of thy body?
Pretty much. Your sperm.
Well, that too. They grow up too. I'm saying they kind of form into little bad some inches with fingers and toes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. See? It's right there.
It's right there.
Right there. You see, they hold cups with straws now. You know what I'm saying? That's the fruit of my body. Bless the fruit of thy body right there. You know what I'm saying?
But doesn't that also go like body to bring it
Exactly. It's the same thing. He said that semen. He wasn't educated. He said sperm. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. I take that. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, that's true, man. And in the flesh of that flesh, bone of the bone of your woman too. Think about it. And then go ahead, verse 5.
Blessed shall be in thy basket and thy store.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goes out.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against the one way and flee before the 7 ways.
So what's happening now? We are fleeing 7 ways before our enemy. It's not them.
This one right here is them.
I know, but we are fleeing 7 ways. So if this is not happening to us right now, something's wrong. Being cursed.
So, like I said, these blessings are going to overtake you and keep it.
Exactly. Go ahead.
The Lord,
Go ahead.
The Lord shall command the blessings upon thee in thy storehouses and in all that thou settest thy hand into, and he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord which the Lord thy God given thee. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, and he has sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk it in his ways. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. And the Lord shall make thee.
So stop right there real quick. And the Lord and all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. Who's afraid of them? Who's afraid of them?
Afraid of who?
These Jewish cats over here.
Us, white people
I'm not afraid of them. Nobody's afraid of them. If people were afraid of them, Palestine wouldn't be trying to fight them for the land. If people were afraid of them, they wouldn't have to throw your anti-Semite around. If people were afraid of them, we wouldn't be on corners calling them stupid mother and everything else.
Right.
People are more afraid of us than they are of them.
That's right.
So I'm not scared of them. It says we should fear them, man. We'll be afraid of them. That's like, hold on. So, you know what I'm saying? That's when you come up against a Jewish person, Jewish, pertaining to, not real. You use that right there. You just use it. You say, hold on. And the Lord, and it's like verse 10, Deuteronomy 28:10, and all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. Who's afraid of you? And let them. No, nobody's afraid of them.
Oh,
Nobody. But bro, everybody in the Middle East don't like them, and they tell them all the time. If people were afraid of them because of the Lord, nobody would be trying to shoot missiles over there.
That's Like, Lord won't get me.
They would, yeah, they wouldn't need America to back them up. They wouldn't need anybody. They got the Most High fighting for them. They're fighting for themselves over there. And they still haven't came up with a reasonable, logical explanation on how did the Most High take them in that land. They still haven't came up with it. But let's go. Read on verse 11.
And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, in the land which the Lord swore unto thy fathers to give thee. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless Salah, and to bless all the work of thy hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If if that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord of thy God, which I command thee this day to observe and to do them, and thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after to go after other gods to serve them. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now there's the but. This is the but. Now he said everything he was going to do if we listen. That coffee good? Hot. It's hot, but is it good? I'm pretty sure it is. Hey, that woman be getting the best, off topic, but she be getting the best coffee. I'm not that much coffee drink. That's why I'm like, hey, it's some damn good coffee, man. I be drinking it by itself. I don't even be putting cream in it.
I tasted it before. I can't. That's what.
But yeah, back to topic, Deuteronomy 28:15. Here's the but. But if you don't listen, because remember, we're married unto him. Right. And the same way is what you do to your wife, bro. It's like we're married unto the Most High. We have a covenant with him. We said, I do. Most High said, I do. The same thing. We're supposed to be perfect like thy Father is in heaven. There's always statutes and there's always judgment. Baby, if you do this, I'm gonna have to. If you do this, I'm gonna have to do that. Just keep what I tell you to do. It's plain and simple. That's how you're supposed to be with your son, your bros, your cap, your wife, anybody, man. Hey, bro, this is how I am. That's why you hang out with your bros so they know how you are. Because if you do this, I'm out. But we live by the same moral code. If we all live by the same moral code, it's kind of hard to disrespect your brother. We're all on one accord. So let's go to the but. Let's read the but.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, cursed shalt thou be in the field, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Cursed shall be thy fruit of the body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of the kin and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goes out. The Lord.
So check this out real quick. When he was talking about curse shall be the basket of thy store. Remember, he said in Deuteronomy 28 and 5, blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. The basket is like the food that you put in that basket or in your bag. It's blessed. It's not bad food. You know what's bad. You know what's good. But in our land, all the food is going to be good. But now we gotta look for all the good foods now. So when we go into the grocery stores, we got to look at those little stickers to see if the fruit is GMOs now. Because we don't keep the laws. It's not about them, though. They don't have to keep the law. We got to keep the law. If we keep the law, we stay blessed. Everybody eats good. But as long as we off, he going to get us. They ain't living good, man. They over here trying to make their own good fruit. They would rather destroy the good fruit to make their own because the white man has a God complex. He has a God complex. He's trying to be God. So he's destroying good fruit to make bad fruit. How backwards can you be? Go ahead.
The Lord shall send upon thee curses, vexations, and rebuke in all that thou settest thy hand unto, or to do, or to lock here, or to do, until thou be destroyed and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me.
So check this out. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing vexations and rebuke. Cursing vexations. Okay, what's the vexation? The state of being vexed, irritation, annoying. All right? Vexation at missing the bus. Something that vexes, all right, and causes annoyance and nuisance. I got. So that's what a vexation, cursing vexations. So if somebody's vexing you and they're cursing you, right? What is a cursing vexation that's going around now that we have to deal with every day? Some annoying, something irritating. I see like a cursing vexation.
Straight up in your own hood, it's like, what are you doing, man?
What others are cursing vexation?
Being called black.
Black.
Okay,
Being going to work, pretty much.
Hold on. Let's go in order.
Pretty much when you see Esau telling you to go back to your own land, and you're in your own land, they stole from you.
That's a cursing vexation.
Being called black.
Explain for the crowd. I know what you mean. Explain them being called black. Why is that a vexation?
Being called black is a vexation because once you find out that you're not black, you understand that somebody's calling you nasty, dark, foul, deceitful.
That's a smart man. That's a smart man. A lot of people won't even think to say, hey, man. And you gotta like nicely tell motherfuckers that so they can actually think. Because if you, fuck, I ain't black, whatever. And then now they're like, you know what I'm saying? But if you're like, hey, bro, check this out. I'm not black. Brother, you as black as can be. And he'd be like, hold up, man. I'm brown. Man, I know that, but you black. So I'm nasty, right? And then they'll start thinking, okay, I see where you're going. See where you're going. Smart brother. Hey, and that's very observant. And to think about it, you're the first Hispanic I've ever heard say that bothers him.
All the time since I was a kid, man.
To be told to go back to my own land.
All the way from here to Texas.
It's like, hold up, stranger. You're in my land. I don't get how you tell me to go back to my land when you're in my land. And white people can't take when Hispanics do that. When we do it to them, they can argue with us. But when y'all do it, it's like, that's the way to stick up for yourself. I get so warm inside, man. It makes me feel good, bro. And we got Issachar to say like, hold on. This is my land. What are you talking about? And watch him just.
Most of them, like, all right, well, I'll go back to Mexico then. Like, it's simple to go back to Mexico. Then you stand up and be like, what you mean? I left my land. You know, like that's a whole nother different trip, right?
I want to be with you. I want to be with him. Like I want to be with him somewhere. And we in a restaurant or something. Somebody say something. Him stand up. Hold on. This is my land. What are you talking about? This is not America. When did a Mexican name this America?
Yeah, that's right.
And they go, what? And he be like, what? And you know how many Hispanics in that store will praise you for that? And you say, hey, all glory and honor to the Most High God, Yahweh. In the name of His only God, say Yahweh Shai. All praises to them. Thank y'all. I got to stand up.
That's right.
Just powerful, man. Powerful. All right? But yeah, that's a cursing vexation, man. Mine is, he took mine, so yeah. I got to come out with another one. Let me see.
Getting killed.
A cursing vexation. All black people kill each other. I hate that. I don't kill nobody. Yeah. Black people kill black people. So what you? It's like black people kill black people. So why you complaining? Damn. It's like damn. To hear that, that's a slap in the face, man. So you
thinking yourself nothing?
Yeah.
Why can't I think?
Punch in the gut. Right. That's a punch to the gut right there, man. That's basically what they're saying underlined. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, damn, man. So that's why you got to kill them. But, you know what I'm saying? Predominantly, yeah, in a black neighborhood, we're going to kill each other. It's nothing but us around here. You know what I'm saying? We're being vexed. In a predominantly white neighborhood, you guys kill each other in droves. Big them up. In a predominantly Hispanic neighborhood, we kill each other. But when you come over here and kill us, it's an act of war. You gotta be able to explain that to him, man. Like, no, ain't gonna do that. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 21.
Hmm?
The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee until he have consumed thee from off the land, whither thou goest to possess it.
So these are the curses. Remember, now people got to know pestilence. Pestilence is a plague, what you would like to call the fake coronavirus, flu, whooping cough, or your children's whooping coughs on your children, or tuberculosis. Those pestilence, that's plagues and stuff like that. Go ahead.
The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption of the Lord shall smite thee with a consumption and with a fever, and with an inflammation, and with an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish.
So what is this consumption? Consumption is a wasting disease, especially a pulmonary tuberculosis, that burning fixation like the flu, that hot fever, and then you had the mildew. And what's that mildew? That's like mold. I mean, not mold on your feet, but you know what you call that? No, on your feet. So, athlete's foot. Yeah, fungus. Fungus. That's like a form of fungus. You're right. Getting there. They call it athlete's feet because really we're supposed to be wearing sandals and stuff all the time, so your feet can air out. Say it's inside a shoe all day. But you know, during captivity, they had to make good shoes so you could be outside. You know what I'm saying? Getting these rocks, picking them up, and moving. You know what I'm saying? Slaves. Go ahead.
And the heaven that is over thee, thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. The Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust. From heaven shall it come down upon thee until thou be destroyed.
So let's say, what is this? What is this? The heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. It's talking about that weight that's going to keep you down. And then up underneath you, it's still a vexation. And you're walking around with this up underneath your feet, the iron up underneath your feet. That resembles jailhouse and everything else. Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 2. Gabor, Baba Kusha. And Zanak, give me Jeremiah 6 and 9.
Deuteronomy 34 and 2?
32 and 2.
32 and 2.
So let's find out what the rain is. And it says in 24, the Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust.
That's a powerful precept.
Good.
You want me to get it? You want me to bring it?
You got 32 and 2, right?
32 and 32?
32 and 2.
Got it.
Got to read that.
All right. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 2. My doctrine shall drop as the rain.
Go ahead.
My speech shall distill as the dew.
Remember the dew before it started raining from the sky? It used to come from the earth. That's the dew. In Genesis, read.
As the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass.
So what's going to come? What's going to come up like dew? What's going to rain? His doctrine, his learning.
That's right.
That's the rain. His doctrine is learning. Does not get that?
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 9.
Chapter 6, verse 9.
Chapter 6, verse 9.
And read the 10.
Thus says the Lord of hosts, they shall thoroughly glean the remnant of Israel as a vine.
They're going to take us. They're going to glean us. They're going to glean us. And what are they gleaming? You know how you glean? You take the remnant, how the poor is supposed to glean the recipe. You're supposed to leave it for the poor. They're going to glean Israel like the vine. Go ahead.
Turn back thine hand as a great gatherer into the baskets. To whom shall I speak and give warning, that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised.
Their what?
Their ear is uncircumcised.
Their ear is uncircumcised. Read.
They cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it.
They have no delight in it. So when that rain is talking about the doctrine, and then when he's talking about the powder, he's talking not the powder, but that's still the rain. Their ears are uncircumcised. The law is not in them no more. Let's find out what the dust is. And give me Isaiah 5 and 24. Bible Kushar. Zanakaria.
5 and 24.
Come. 1 Samuel 2 and 8.
All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 24.
Right.
Therefore, as the fire devoureth the stubble, and the flame consumeth the shaft, so their root shall be rottenness, and their blossoms shall go up as dust, because they have cast away the Lord. Salaki, because they have cast away the law of the Lord of hosts, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel.
So that dust was the law.
That's
so
right.
Read that real quick, Zanat. 1 Samuel 2 and 8.
1 Samuel chapter 2, 8.
Uh-huh.
He raises up the poor out of the dust,
right,
and lifteth up the beggar the dunghill,
uh-huh,
to set them among the princes, to make them inherit the throne of the Lord. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord,
uh-huh.
and he has set the world upon them.
Come. So now we know that the dust was the law. So when he said in verse 24, the Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust. So that rain, which we know is the doctrine, just away. Uncircumcised ears is done away with. Now the dust is the law of the Most High. He made the law dust. But then he raises up the beggar from the dunghill once he gives him back the law. And that's what he did to us. We're begging. We're out here begging. Our people are still begging now.
That's right.
But we begged in a different way. We turned to the Most High. We were very smart. You know why? Because this is our job. This has always been our job from day one. It's always been our job, man. Watch this. I prove that thing. We have always, even in our past life, followed the Most High. Give me Daniel 12 and 13, Zanakaria. We still have our same job we've always had. Daniel 12 and 13. We've always kept our same job. We always follow. We always, wherever the lamb went, we always went. We've always kept our same job, no matter what. We always came back.
Verse 13.
Huh.
Daniel chapter 12, verse 13. Go thou thy way to the end week, for thou shalt rest, stand in the lot of that in the days.
Say that again real quick.
But go thou thy way.
So he's telling us to go thou thy way, read.
To the end week.
To the end week, read.
For thou shalt rest, stand in the lot at the end of the days.
For we shall rest, but we're going to stand in our lot at the end of the days. At the end of the days, we're standing in our lot, our jobs, doing our jobs. The same job we had before, them who have been prophets since the world began. We have always done our job. We're still here doing our job. We're enduring it to the end. Endure until the end. And that's what we're doing. We're showing ourselves. We've done a lot of stuff that we don't know about. But we've always had the same job. Period. Right? So Now you know what the powder and the dust is. Now you know what the brass and the iron is. You know, the heaven that is over thy head, verse 23, shall be brass, and it's holding us down. All right, like we say, like the white man got his foot on our neck.
That's right.
It's holding us down from prospering. They need the Most High to hold us down. You know what I'm saying? That's why they make us transgress. They put strip clubs on our corners, church on every damn corner.
Liquor stores, smoke
Liquor
shops.
stores, Arab corner stores. That's what we think.
And we about to find out about the carcasses, the dead bodies and the carcasses and everything. Watch this.
All right.
Go ahead. Keep reading.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 25.
Uh-huh.
The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shalt be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And the carcass shall be meat unto all foes of the air, and unto the beasts of the earth. And no man shall fry them away.
Fray them away.
Fray.
Check this out. Skip over to 37. Verse 37 real quick.
That's fine.
The Lord shall bring thee and thy
verse 37.
Oh, 37. Oh, yeah, it's a lot. And thou shalt become an astonishment and proverb and a byword among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Now go back to 26.
And thy carcass shall be meat unto all fowls of the air, and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fry them away.
So who's the beast of the earth?
Esau.
So who's the fowls of the air then? In verse 37 it says, and thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations. These are the other nations that's on the liquor store corners right there.
Oh,
we are meat to them.
Mm-hmm.
All they do is fly around and see where they're going to land their store and come down. Chip off us. It's all it is precept upon precept. Once we start learning who's this and who's that and who's this, we understand the metaphors. That's them. These are the fowls of the air. And the beasts of the earth. It's Esau. And all the other nations that is eating off of us. You know why? Because we have brass over our head and iron under our feet. Mm-hmm. We can't even jump up and smack them out of the air.
You'll slip.
Sure. We can't. These are curses because we're not listening. And watch this. You about to really get into a deep one that's about to hit you where home is. Mm-hmm. Keep reading.
The Lord will smite thee with the bouts of Egypt, and with the emeralds, and with the scabble, and with the itch, whereof thou canst not be healed.
Zanag, where's that? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Can I see that?
Is that pretty much are they talking about like pretty much right here? Like,
Let me see. What else were you looking at? You wasn't looking at that. Huh? Don't worry about it. You was watching. You was listening. What is that talking about?
Let's see. It's talking about a captivity.
Is it STDs like it stuff like that?
Like
the bird and the itch and you cannot heal?
Oh, it's talking about the plagues and stuff that's about it. Huh?
Yeah. Keep reading. Keep reading. Keep reading. That's the scandalous. Mm-hmm. And what else? And it gets descriptive too.
Oh, it's talking about the afflictions and the different pains that we go through on a daily basis, and it's not gonna be healed.
Watch, I'm gonna go to the screen.
That's just like on the other one when they we said
what verse we got?
Came with the
27.
That this is kind of going with that. I get it. The box. Yeah. Question about
You're about to trip out once I show y'all what this is.
okay, so oil or destruction.
Sounds like it.
It's an edge. Is there something about oil?
Remember I showed you how to use the blue letter?
Yeah.
That's what you should be doing.
I don't got my phone on me. That's why I have to go over there.
What you going with?
Ooh.
Ooh, what is it? Come on, let's go.
Wow.
Techar. Did you look up what botch mean?
Yeah.
What did botch mean?
A bosh means boil. I mean boil or eruption.
Hmm?
And then
Did you go look at Imrods?
yep,
And what is that?
tumors,
And what?
a result of this century.
Did you go to the outline of biblical usage?
The Strong's is also the concordance.
Mm-hmm. Look out the outline of biblical usage.
That's it. That's what you mentioned. I got Bible Hub, so find it's a boil or a nuclear from the inflammation, especially a tumor in the anus or pudenda.
So you don't have the biblical usage, outline of biblical usage over there? Because it says tumors and hemorrhoids.
Oil, inflamed spot, inflammation, eruption.
What do you think a hemorrhoid is?
A hemorrhoid is the thing that comes that making butt bleed. And this is how they do it. Can you read it outline?
But it's saying it like this. It's that's saying it old school, but this is saying hemorrhoids.
Oh, I get you.
The hemorrhoids.
This is all I got on my cheek.
Yeah.
Y'all got them expensive phones.
It's hemorrhoids.
I looked up that word emeralds, and then from there, where do I go? Put a dictionary.
Just put that.
My daddy used to suffer them hard.
So pretty much it's like shit.
Watch, I'm gonna go to it right now. I can't fix it right now. I'm gonna have to show you.
Ooh,
so, let's go to this real quick. Gotta feed the flock so they know what's going to happen to them. I won't get hemorrhoids too. I'm about to do it right now. I'm just gonna look up some information on it. You see somebody using preparation rights. Preparation. Go to the to the YouTube page or my Facebook page to show right now. What are hemorrhoids? Hemorrhoids refer to a condition where the venous or the veins in the lower rectum and around the anus are swollen, dilated and inflamed, similar to varicose veins in legs. These can result in pain, itching, irritation, burning, and sometimes bleeding. These symptoms indicate a flare-up. About 75% of all Americans will have hemorrhoids at some point in their lives. I had them when I was a teenager. Not cool to sit down, man. Not cool, man. Just sitting there like, just all uncomfortable and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's find out why you get him.
Constantly, because where it's at, it constantly makes you feel like you got to poop, and you don't have to, but you're constantly going to the bathroom because you're hurting in a situation in a spot where it makes you feel like you got to poop.
Yep.
I hate that.
I never had that.
Especially you keep on using GMO.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for the foods that you eat, man.
That's right.
You always gotta watch out for the foods you eat. Washing hands, stay. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, it's so hard.
You see, I think it doesn't. Don't you get hemorrhoids when you pretty much eat like a lot of spicy food or like?
I'm about to find out.
I think my brother was like that when he used to like try to poop when he was young. His stomach would hurt or his ass would be burning.
All right. Hemorrhoids can develop from an increased pressure in the lower rectum due to straining during bowel movements, sitting for long periods of time on the toilet, having chronic diarrhea or consumption. Let's see the hemorrhoid symptom and causes. Hemorrhoids, also called piles, are swollen veins in your anus and lower rectum. Similar to varicose veins, hemorrhoids can develop inside the rectum, internal hemorrhoids, or under the skin. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I don't think it says make your blood bleed. It says also called plies are swollen veins in your anus and lower rectum, similar to varicose veins. Hemorrhoids can develop inside the rectum, internal hemorrhoids, or under the skin around the anus, external hemorrhoids. Nearly 3 out of 4 of those will have hemorrhoids. We read that about. Let's see the symptoms and the causes of why. That don't mean you had hemorrhoids. Remember I used to always say I rather fart than strain the muscles in my booty.
The way he said it, that was a good one.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to see what's the cause. Okay. Causes. The veins around your anus tend to stretch under pressure and may bulge or swell. Hemorrhoids can develop from increased pressure in the lower rectum due to straining during bowel movements, sitting for long periods of time on the toilet, having chronic diarrhea or consumption. Chronic diarrhea comes from the stuff that you eat. So the spicy stuff can cause it because of that. Being obese, being pregnant, having anal intercourse, eating a low fiber diet, regular heavy lifting. So like a lower case of hernia or something. So risk factors, as you, I'm not even gonna go into all that, but y'all see this. I'm gonna go slow, so y'all can see this. Okay, I'm gonna go slow. Okay, I went slow for y'all, so y'all can go there if y'all want to. So cool. So watch what you eat. And because of the things that you eat, that's why these curses are going to come upon you. Like the brother said, Jesus knows.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, watch what you eat.
Right.
You got to pay attention to what you eat, man. Hey, especially in these last days, I would recommend everybody to take leaven out of your house. Don't get a lot of food with leaven, because when what comes around, you don't need to take it out. What is that?
Passover? No, a feast of unleavened bread.
Exactly. Exactamundo in these last days. You don't want to go in these last days getting a bunch of food in your cabinet. And you're going to have to throw it away. So it's like you just wasted all your money, brother. What's going on with you? You wasn't thinking about these last days, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. So let's finish reading.
All right. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
So that's just talking about blind, like you're not able to catch on to things. Astonishment of heart, you're just, let me see, astonishment is, okay. Astonishment, amazement, surprise, shock. You can't believe what you are seeing. That's because you're a dumbass. That's basically saying you're a dumbass. You're just blind. The blind leading the blind. Go ahead and read.
And thou shalt grope at noon days as the blind grope in the darkness, and thou shalt grope a lot. Grope in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
This is grope.
Mm-hmm.
So who gropes out there? Who gropes out there is Nakaria.
Yeah, pretty much.
Old girl that was down there, but she's cursed because she's around us. That's it. That's why she cursed. That's why the white girl cursed. She takes on our curses fucking around us.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. She's stupid. And if you mess with a white person, trust me, they're going to lower your credit score. Trust me.
But you can make them a concubine and just have them on the side, no?
I wouldn't right now. It's just pertinent to do it. But I'm just saying, they're going to lower your credit score.
Use them upon using.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shall not gather the grapes thereof.
So hold on. This applies to a lot of brothers that get with these women, and another man sleeps with them. Mm-hmm. They help build that house, and another man lies in that field.
It's a cut.
Big house.
Plantation.
So it's a card. Exactly.
For real. That's right.
They go into the vineyards, plant the vineyards,
pick up the fruits and all that.
You don't even get the glean.
And they get paid fast.
They don't even give you a deal, Salakia. They wouldn't even give you a deal. You built it, right? You the construction worker. They wouldn't even give you a deal if you wanted to rent a room up in there.
For real?
You know what I mean?
And then Esau be bitching about us taking their jobs. It's like, what we doing jobs you don't even want to do, homeboy? What the hell you talking about?
And you go in there, you'll get a discount.
Thy ox shall be slain before thy eye, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thy ass shall be violated, taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored to thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thy enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eye shall
Like something out of nothing all the time.
Yeah, take those off and put them away before you lose them, bro.
It's a card. Oh, I was gonna take them off after.
Improvise.
Yeah, there you go. That's
There you go.
that
Hey.
You got a dab.
That's right.
Oh, I finally did it right, huh?
Yeah. No, you messed up that time.
Shut up. That's how the young niggas these days.
You look like a broken zombie.
Like Sinatra, and I go.
Hey, y'all don't listen to these youngsters.
That's right.
All right.
So go ahead.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them. Salah. Thank you, for with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
So what's going on right now? You got a bunch of Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters and children in FEMA camps.
Kids are freaking missing from the cage, saying that there's no paperwork and crap, and supposedly the videos don't work, and they're talking about how also they're getting molested. It's like, really?
Yeah.
And they're taking them at the ISIS camp. They're taking them and separating them from the mom from the father and the kids from both of them.
Exactly.
And then committing pedophilia.
And a lot of accounts of paperwork from kids that reporters and stuff that go in there. A lot of kids are speaking on the pedophilia and them touching them and stuff. All that stuff. That's what they're doing.
And they say that we don't have no control over that. We can't do nothing about that.
What you mean? Then let them go.
That's what they done said.
No,
I know.
It's
said
stupid.
That. I was like, what?
Really?
Like, how don't y'all own that place? Like, how y'all don't have no control over what the guards do?
You guys got cameras and shit, man. So bullshit. They always got an excuse after an excuse after an excuse.
And this is why I tell people right here, right? When it says the sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and that's what I'll be telling them. Like, I don't have to. There you go. That's CPS.
I got 2 kids in there.
And that's what I'll be telling them. It's like, I don't have to be born by the same mother and father as you to be your brother, because we're both born by the same mother. That little plantation, they used to take us and they used to send us off to different countries, cities, lands, and they separated us. Just because you from somewhere else don't mean you're my brother. Just we were separated from each other. You were taken there.
That's right. Still my brother.
Exactly.
That's right.
We came over here together. We were just divided when we got here.
That's right.
Among the spoils. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eaten up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed away.
Ooh.
So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. The Lord shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs with his sword bout.
So hold on.
And the legs.
The fruits, let's start 33. The fruits of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. Don't they come over and take all the avocados?
Damn right.
All the avocados.
I'm about to run out soon.
Exactly. I mean, because America love avocados, so where they go over to Mexico.
Yep.
And the mangoes
Honduras.
too.
And the mangoes and everything, bro.
You know that we got the good stuff over there, and they get it and they bring it over here. Because like it's already on YouTube how we're showing how to do guacamole and all that, and then they want to put it in their restaurants and make it seem like it was their shit. It's like nah, like there. I saw this video on TikTok how this girl she finally found out how to put hot Cheetos with lemon and salsa Valentina, and she try to seem like she came up with that shit. Like, bitch, get out of here. We've been doing that shit since I was a kid.
Before that, you write in the comments. Bitch.
No, I just saw this video they posted on Instagram about this girl that she put in this TikTok video. But it was on Instagram, but it was a post. And they said, oh, you guys, I just found out this and this. Like, no, you didn't. We've been knowing that crap since I was a kid. Get the hell out of here. Oh, I always want to take something.
Hey, coveted. They coveted. They don't have no heritage.
All right,
go ahead, 35.
35. Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 35. The Lord shall smite thee in the knee and in the legs with a sword botch that cannot be healed from the sole of thy foot unto the top of thy head.
So that's what I was telling is not that botch. And also, if you talk about leprosy that people get on their heads, that bald, that botch is leprosy. But you talking about in the knees, that's what you call osgood-schlatter disease. I have it in mine too.
So like the little.
It stops your growth. It stops when it's growing, but it stops you from growing because it hits that tendon right there. It smothers that tendon, and that tendon causes you to grow more. And that's what stops us from growing. It's like none of us is at our potential height that we're supposed to be because of that. That comes from the shots from vaccines they shoot in us. That's the reason why.
Wow.
Yeah, they were telling me I should take another vaccine shot. Like, I'm all right.
Hey, don't take no shot.
No, I know.
Who say you should take a vaccine shot?
It's when I went to go get my checkup. When they told me the UTI, they had a UTI, and I was taking my pills. Like, oh yeah, you're missing this shot. I mean, you had it when you were a kid, but you're still missing. Like, nah, I'm all right.
I need. I think I need one more shot. And they keep asking me, I'm good.
Yeah, I tell them, no, I'm all right.
I done made it. I made it to this.
The doctor told the doctor told me that, oh, here's a book that will explain everything. I mean, if you don't want to take it, it's okay, but this is a good book to read, you know, in case I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. But nah, I'm not gonna take that shot. Hell no.
So hey, snip, 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 snip.
I know.
Snip, snip.
I know. Snip, snip. What? Snip, snip is not a good analogy. What is this snip, snip?
All right, let's go.
The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy father have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. And thou shalt.
That's what?
Isn't that that's the cross and the cobblestone?
I mean, we got that
cobblestone. Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead.
Oh, well, we got that a lot in our culture. Mexicans, we have a lot of different kind of stones, woods, bracelets, you know, for idolatry from different saints. And like, well, where's these saints at? Like, show me in the Bible. Where you get to all these?
I got a good saint breakdown. Go ahead. Wood and stone.
I mean, that's all I was gonna say with the wood and stone. But I also wanted to comment on the take your kings. The Lord shall bring thee and thy kings, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers knew, so have known. When I think about that, when I did research on how we was ruling in Russia and the Moors and Scotland, the British, they was taking our princes and princesses and our kings from them lands and placing them into captivity, and we ended up over here. So they thinking that we just like jungle niggas, you know what I mean? We just jumped off the trees and they were just catching us while we was flying or something. But we was actual princes and princesses, you know what I mean, before we got captured. So that right there is a curse that came to pass on the so-called Negroes.
What's the wood and stone?
Huh?
What is the wood and stone?
The wood and stone is the cross and the cobble. The wooden cross that we have in our Catholic and Baptist churches, and the Kaaba, which is
go ahead,
and the Kaaba, which is in Mecca, correct?
Mm-hmm. A circle and kiss. My type of breakdown.
Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations.
So you're gonna become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword, man. We are an astonishment unto the so-called white man, and to all the heathens, man.
That's right.
That's what we were just talking about yesterday. How when we go to Arabia or something like that, they tax us. You know what I'm saying? Double time. And then even when people come over here to America, they look at, oh, the white people's the ones that's on top. You know, black people, they just nasty. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that just dirty in the trenches and everything like that. We're an astonishment, and we're a proverb and a byword. What is a proverb and a byword? That's your surname, Afro American, like that one lady said last night. Afro American, Mexican, Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? Latino. Those are proverbs and bywords.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Whether the Lord shall lead thee. That's wherever you go, Someone's gonna have a proverb and a byword for you.
That's right.
Hey, there's something that Africans call blacks too. I forgot what it's called. Someone told me at school.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I went to Thailand, I used to think I was Habibi. I'm part of India.
Habibi.
And
Yeah.
then
I heard that's like
that's A-Rap.
yeah, it's Arab, but they use that for women. They call women.
Yeah.
Habibi.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they do.
Not women.
But they also do it like, I don't know if it's supposed to be a racist word against them, but
Habibi is a man. That's another word for a man. Like a little boy, little child. Habibi.
Good.
All right. Verse 38. Thou shalt carry much seed out into the field and shalt gather but little in.
So you're gonna carry all that stuff that the slave master gave you, right? You're gonna put it out in the field, and when it grows, you're gonna take little in. Are you putting all this work and everything? And here in America, you putting all this work and getting less pay, minimum wage, putting all that work in, working your behind off.
Bullet in the back.
Exactly, man. You working your behind off, and you still get paid about $12 an hour.
Oh.
For the locust shall consume it.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard and dress
and
them.
And then when it talks about the vineyard, when you plant the vineyard, it said the locust shall consume it. Who knows who the locust is?
Like 6 and stuff.
Locust is a cricket.
The locust is like a grasshopper, cricket.
Yeah, but it's
but right
common,
here, this is like a parable. So like you gotta think of it as metaphorical. So the locust would be the adversary. You know what I mean? The locust would be a person that's against you, like which is the so-called Edomite.
Talking about the
Edomite.
Go ahead.
Verse 39. Thou shalt plant a vineyard and dress them, but shalt neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worms shall eat them. Thou shalt have olive trees throughout all thy coasts, but thou shalt not anoint thyself with the olive or with the oil for thy olive shall cast.
And this right here is talking about how we have resources out there when it comes to the Bahamas. When it comes to because the Bahamas have a big oil how you call it? They have a big oil plant. Big oil plant. Right, that's where America gets all their oil from. It's the Bahamas, right? This is talking about we're gonna plant olive trees and don't even be able to anoint ourselves with it.
We gotta go buy it.
Exactly, we have to go buy it. They're taking all of our stuff, all of our resources.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt beg sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go.
You're gonna have sons and daughters. You're not even gonna be able to enjoy them because what happens? They get taken by the CPS. They get taken by the pipeline, the school system, the pipeline.
Or their life gets taken.
Exactly, or their life gets taken, or they end up doing something stupid and they get put in jail.
Yep.
Exactly.
For they shall go into captivity.
Look,
all thy trees and fruit of thy land shall the locust consume. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
So just like I was saying before 15, is saying how the Most High was going to make us the head, and then the tail. Now we're the tail and they're the head. But
moreover,
they're in front, we're in the back.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
If we're not going to keep the commandments of the Most High, he's going to give us all these curses that he's saying. Go ahead.
And they shall be upon and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
It says it's going to be upon us for a sign and for a wonder. That's why a lot of Israelites and a lot of so-called Black Hispanic Native Americans are like, man, why is this happening to us, man? Why are we on the bottom? It's for a sign and a wonder. You're wondering why it's going on. It's because you're not keeping the commandments.
Right. Why are we being oppressed?
Exactly.
Why are we being targeted?
exactly.
Wow. It's like
Yeah.
and
they got
upon thy
so
seed
many.
forever. Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger
Get your
and in
food.
thirst,
Uh-huh.
and in nakedness,
Right.
and in want of all things.
Hey, you go to the white man for your food, your water, your clothes. You go to the white man for everything, man.
Medicine.
Yeah, good.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fleet.
Oh, so who knows about this scripture?
Pretty much just talking about the Kiscadores when they came from like far away from the land and they came to here.
Come, is you gonna say it?
I mean, I kind of know that bird tongue a little well, so we just gonna go with what he said.
Come, so hey, he's talking about how the conquistadors came from all the way from the end of the earth and came over here as swift as the eagle fleet, right? So what was on the conquistadors boat when they came over here? It was a big eagle. You can look it up. I think it's called the ship of Jesus. I think, right? It had a big eagle on it, right? Go ahead.
And a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Right.
A nation of fierce continents, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Hey, so these people came over here, they had a fierce counsel. You couldn't understand what they were saying, right? And they didn't show favor to the young or to the old.
So like also when in 300, I think it was 329 or something like that, when they was forcing these kids that they were stealing from the Congo, right? 3, 4 years old, things like that. They didn't show any favor to them kids. Them kids were starving. When you look up the pictures and the paperwork on it, and them kids were starving, man. They didn't give no damn if you was 70 years old. They would have took you too and starved you on that year and a half. You know what I mean? Rob. It was no pity, man. No pity.
Good.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or
it said, and he shall eat the fruit of thy land and of thy cattle. When the what's the stupid name, man?
Persians?
No, not the Persians, but they were called something else. The people that was with the Native Americans that turned their back on Native Americans.
Pilgrims?
Yeah, pilgrims. The pilgrims killed over 15,000 cattle. Killed them all, and they was stacking them up. It was a big old mountain of just cattle, man. Just rams, lambs, and sheep, just stacked on top of each other.
Couldn't even eat it all. It went bad by the time they got halfway through it.
Exactly.
It's evil.
Go ahead, man.
Or the increase of the kindle, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee.
Right.
And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, until the high and the fence walls come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land.
Right.
And he shall besiege thee in all the gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy God hath given thee.
Right.
And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters.
God, this was a past prophecy where when we had in the book of Jeremiah, when we had went into that famine. We was eating our own kids. But then this is also talking about right now. We are eating our own kids. We are messing up their minds. We get them a PlayStation or Xbox, and when they do stuff, we about, man, just go in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? We're eating up our kids.
Call of Duty.
Exactly.
The WAP.
Yeah, exactly. And with these songs, you know what I'm saying? And then also when these fathers leave, they're eating up their kids. You know what I'm saying? Now they don't have a father at home. Now they listen to their mom. And I'm not saying all the time, but then when they listen to their mom, they start turning into some dirty old faggots.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, go ahead.
That's right.
What about MP3? Which the Lord thy God hath given thee, and the seed, and in the straightness wherewith thy enemies shall distress thee, So that the man that is tender, verse 54, like, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother,
Right.
and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Right.
So, so that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, who he shall eat, because he had nothing left him in the seed, and in the straightness.
Right.
Where,
Hey, so these fathers, man, they be leaving their kids because they have nothing else to do. They don't have nothing else to live for. You know what I'm saying? So they just leave. You know what I'm saying? Do what they was doing, selling drugs, get put in prison.
Being a man whore,
Exactly.
jumping from house to house.
Exactly. Good.
wherewith thy enemy shall distress thee in all thy gates. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground.
And now with the woman, you know what I'm saying, the tender and delicate woman that would not even set her soul upon the ground. That's how delicate they was, man.
So her foot.
Exactly. They would even set their foot on the ground. Now they come out here with their shoes off, twerking on the car, go on top of the car, twerking and everything, doing whatever. Just got everything out, not even caring, no type of shame about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Just not caring, man.
Salakia, like that lady that was doing all them splits in front of the police officers.
Exactly.
Like, just now you cooch dirty.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because you got on basically drawers and you doing all these things, man. We didn't let them set the sole of their foot on the ground because we had servants and handmaids. They could chill.
There's another video with this girl. She had a mask on. She was completely naked, and she just sat her ass on the ground over her eggs. It's like, sit in the streets. But that was Esau, you know. So
they some dirty old whores.
We don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, no, they some dirty old whores. I just, girl.
Go ahead, Doc.
All right. For delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom.
Hey, and her eyes shall be evil towards her husband of her bosom, man. Hey, their eyes gonna be evil towards her husband, man. They're not gonna want to serve. They're not gonna want to do nothing. And they
don't want to be obedient.
Hey, you try to tell me, shut up, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shut up. Just hey, get out the house. Hey, my name on the lease. Then they start bringing in the system. My name is your name on the lease. Now my name is on the lease. I pay the bills. You know what I'm saying, man? You haven't. Knowing dang well, man, you haven't paid a bill in about 3 months.
That's right.
Man, shut up. I pay the bills in here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what? Oh, okay. I'm the one that's bringing in the money. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what women, man. Their master is the white man.
That's right.
That's who their master is. You know what I'm saying? Because when a woman goes and is able to go to another man to be able to kick you out your own household, or to be able to tell you what not to do, that means they don't serve you, man.
That's right.
That's her husband.
Yeah, that's right.
That white man is mentally having sex with your woman.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And towards her son, and towards her daughter, and towards her young one that cometh out from between her feet.
Hey, they'll be evil towards the young one that comes out between her feet, man. It's called abortions, man.
Oh, okay.
Are you over here aborting your kids? Are you being evil? You killing? You're a murderer.
That's right.
All right, that should be a crime. You should be being put in death.
According to the law, it is.
Exactly.
They also hate him anyways. It's called child support.
Mm-hmm.
Hating the father.
Exactly.
They hate that child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
And towards her children which she shall bear, for she shall keep them from want of all things secretly in the siege and the straitness wherewith thy enemy shall distress thee in thy gates.
Go ahead.
If thou would not exhort to do all the words of the law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear the glorious and fearful name that the Lord thy God.
Hey, he said, if you're not gonna keep this command, you're gonna fear the name of the Most High God. That means when we bring out the name of the Most High, you can be like, oh, man, I don't want to hear. Oh no, man. I can't mess with it. I can't mess with that. You know what I'm saying? Man, you're gonna fear the Most High. Read.
Verse 59. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues and and of long continence, and of sore sickness, and a long
long continuous and sore
continuance.
sickness. All right, and of long continuous, man. Hey, these places are gonna last forever, man. Until you start keeping the laws of the Most High God. Man.
That's right.
All right, and sore sickness. All right, with this coronavirus,
Sore displeasure.
Exactly, sore displeasure, man. Go ahead.
Verse 60. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the disease of Egypt, which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee.
Who can name some of the diseases that was in Egypt?
It's gonna be a famine. Gonna be like the firstborns. They're gonna die. No,
but that was something that was just like for Pharaoh. But the plagues that happened to Egypt,
flies, locusts,
the
mice, like the things that was having them.
The fishes from the sea were dying.
The waters turned red.
And water turned to blood.
Yeah, the frogs were coming out and they were getting rotten. They were getting fleas or lices and they were getting
That's
big.
what I was trying to say. That it was. I don't know if it was lice or fleas, but it was getting some type of mites on them.
Right. Rocks that was coming from heaven.
Ooh, I don't remember that one. I don't remember that one.
Rain down on
Sending asteroids on them.
Go ahead.
Right, verse 61. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law.
Every sickness and every plague even is not written in the that means the Most High was like, Most High was like, man, I don't know what's going to be, but it's going to happen, and the white man going to create it or something, and it's going to happen to y'all, man. Yeah, you don't know. Yeah, hey, you don't know what it's going to be, man.
I ain't even going to write about this.
Exactly.
I mean, you ain't going to know about this.
Exactly.
Then will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed, and you shall be left a few in numbers, whereas you were, as the starters of heaven for multitude.
He said, hey, you're going to be made few in number. We have way more people in the land than we have now. Even though we're still outpopulating every nation, we still are left in few. Imagine how many people we had back then.
But they were getting killed.
Hey, keep getting killed, man.
And God be a servant.
Because thou wouldest not obey the voice of the Lord thy God. And it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoice over you to do good, and to multiply
and it shall come to pass as the Lord rejoiced over you to do good, man. The Most High said, man, it was good that I put these plagues on you. Man.
That's right.
Or the Most High is rejoicing that he's plaguing that he's plaguing us, because that's the only way we'll learn. You think if we was rich and had a whole bunch of money and everything that we'll find about the law, statutes, commandments, and keep the commandments? No. We needed to go through something.
That's why, Salaki. That's why also I feel like he's rejoicing, because now that he's sent all these curses and these signs and these wonders on us, we're waking up and seeing like, oh, we are the people of this book. Exactly. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like he's rejoicing right here, because he like, damn, that it worked. You know what I mean? Whatever, it is working. So he's rejoicing at what he's doing to us.
Go ahead.
To do you good and to multiply you. So the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught, and ye shall pluck from off the land, whither thou goest to possess it.
God, man, you be plucked off the land, man. All right, pluck.
That's how they came down us on the west shore.
Like a chicken's feathers, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy father have known, even wood and stone.
Hey, you gonna serve gods that our forefathers didn't even know, man. Hey, if we ask John and Paul and them, he like, who's Caesar Borgia?
Yeah.
Who's Allah?
Yeah.
What's the cobblestone? You know what I'm saying? Hey, our forefathers didn't know that. Even wood and stone, man, talking about that cross and that cobblestone. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And among these nations, verse 65, it's a lot. Verse 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there.
And it said, among these nations shalt thou find no ease. Even though we're in captivity with this white man, right? We're still finding no ease with the Chinese man. Chinese man always want to try to be us. You know what I'm saying? Chinese man over here poisonous, trying to serve dog to us. We have to be careful where we go. Yeah, cat, rat, dog, paw cleaning people, man. Hey, we go over there. We have to watch what there was a Chinese place over here right on Fairmont. They got
Fairmont University.
they got closed because they got caught serving dogs and cats.
That's right, and they had to reopen, but they got closed for what, like 2 years?
Exactly. And then we got worried about these Africans, man. They want to try to be us. You know what I'm saying? Them trying to be us too. Thinking that they black and everything. Yeah, you know
I'm a Negro too, but you ask them for real, face to face. Nah, man, I'm African from this spot.
Yeah, from this spot, East Africa. You know what I'm saying?
Salaki, I wanted to say something about this though. It says, "Neither shall thy soul or thy foot have rest." Man, when they had us in slavery, man, anytime that we was almost about to pass out, you know what I mean, or not picking fast enough, we couldn't have no rest. They'll crack our back in as soon as we slacken. You know what I mean? So that also was like, your foot ain't gonna have no rest. You know what I mean? Because we couldn't even pass out. They would wake us up with water and whip us and tell us go get some more cotton. You know what I mean? Like, horrible.
Go ahead.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eye and sorrow in the mind.
Yeah, man, you can just see it in our faces, man. That we get oppressed, man. Go ahead.
Verse 66. And the life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance.
Hey, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night. And we're fearing day and night, and when we driving now, we think when we get pulled over, we got to get shot by a cop or something. You know what I'm saying? We have no assurance of our life. We don't know what's going to happen with our life.
ICE taking our families away from us.
We're already, check your birth certificate. You're already owned by the government.
That's right. When you look at when you look at your name in all caps on your birth certificate, your social security, or anything else that your name is on all caps, that's actually a barcode. Really? And when you read this book, it's called I think it's called the Illumination. I think it's called the Illumination. I'm not too sure, but it's by Ricky Dick. You know what I mean? And his
name is just sick.
Man, but he breaks it down like how our name on our birth certificate is a barcode. So we still a possession. Like, no doubt.
Jake wrote that.
Edomite.
Oh,
I think that's videos of
Dickie. It's called. His name is Dickie.
Isn't there videos of him talking about it? Isn't there videos of him talking about it? Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
All right, verse 67. In the morning thou shalt say, "Would God got it where even."
Hey, in the morning you go say, "Man, can this day just go by already, man?" Go ahead.
And at even thou shalt wait, "Would God it where morning for the
field." Now you gonna be like, "I just can't wait till tomorrow, man." And you just wanted your days to go by, so you just pass away.
Pass away already. That's right.
Man. But
for the fear of thy heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thy eyes which shalt see it.
Come on, go ahead.
Thou shalt see it. Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by ways whereof I speak unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman, bondwoman, and no man shall buy you.
Hey, we was brought here on ships, right? We've never seen our land ever again, right? We're sold here for bondmen and bondwomen. All right, slave man, slave woman. No man's gonna buy us. That buy means redeem in the Hebrew. All right, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr.,
the Black Panthers,
the Black Panthers, the Black Lives Matters, whatever peoples.
Caesar Chavez, yeah, for the farmers.
All those dudes try to. Who is the Italian, right? The Italian, right?
I didn't know that he wasn't organized that well. That's why people are farming.
Exactly. What are you going to for help? Somebody for help. So,
that's farmers.
Was the
Who no? Who's the NAACP?
Yeah, I know.
Are they black people or?
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay. That's all I wanted to know.
National Association. The National Association for the Advancement of Covenant. So who fits into that category? Covenant. Today, talking about this happening to the state. It's a color target. Right? It's right there, target.
I almost whooped somebody's ass in jail for calling.
Yeah.
Look like you got heated, nigga.
Look like you got heated. Call me a black beetle. I will whoop though.
Good morning. Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, we gotta salute out, right?
Oh, y'all done? Yeah.
Asherah.
Oh, like call Sarah, the bar Yahweh.
Bar. Hey, the bar. Hey, the bar. Asha.
Nice shot.
Alright, let's start over.
That's right.
Call Sarah.
Call Sarah.
Bar Yahweh.
Bar Yahweh. Nice shot. What not Shema?
All that y'all said.
All that Yahweh said. We still got some trouble.
Anyway. Not hurry up on Mark. Bro, audience. What? I'll watch you guys.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barakah. Are you saluting?
I'm not going that far.
I'm just going to verse 8.
So you gotta read and explain?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, Deuteronomy chapter 29. Let y'all get All right, Deuteronomy chapter 29, verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel in the land of Moab, beside the covenant which he made with them in Horeb. What's the definition of a covenant?
Agreement.
Right. Agreement and understanding. Right. Verse 2. And Moses called unto all Israel, said unto them, Ye have seen all that the Lord did before your eyes in the land of Egypt unto Pharaoh. See, this is one thing that is wrong with Jake, man. Is we always gotta remind them of something that they, hey, like, dude, like Jake, I'm not sure, bro. Don't you remember what happened? Man, the Most High pulled up water. He split the sea
Yeah, that's right.
for you to walk through. You walked on the bottom of the sea to go across the land.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you? Why are you lack of faith?
Right.
You always got to remind Jacob, man. All right?
Right.
And unto all his servants and unto all his land, the great temptations which thine eyes have seen, the signs and those great miracles, right? All those great miracles when Moses turned his staff into a serpent, when he split the rock and water came out of a rock. You know what I'm saying? When he split the Red Sea, you know what I'm saying? All that all the miracles he did unto Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's selected.
John, verse 4. Yet the Lord hath not given you an heart to perceive and eyes to see, and ears to hear unto this day. Someone give me Revelations 13 and 9.
I got it. All right. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
God, if any man have an ear, let him hear, man. So the Most High is not giving Israel right now the eyes to see and the ear to hear. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't perceiving everything that the Most High was trying to tell them. You know what I'm saying? To be able to get there in that land.
That's right. Can I say something?
Huh?
All right, Salaki. So, like, what I'm reading right here is also what Yahweh Shai said. I think it was in Matthew. He was like basically, if y'all don't believe me, right now. Y'all saw the miracles, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know exactly how he said it. I had it at first, but I got thrown off. But he was like, because he was like, tell my brother to dip his finger in the water and just touch the tip of my tongue. You know what I mean? Because it was hot down there. You feel what I'm saying? And he was like, if I go back and tell him, or if your brother come down here and go back and tell him, they still wouldn't believe it, because basically they walk with Yahweh and they never believe in something like that. But
No
you
faith.
get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. They had no faith. You know what I'm saying? This is how Israel's having no faith.
Mm-hmm.
So, you give me Gabar. You give me Isaiah 60 and 1. You give me Matthew chapter 4 and 13. Right. So Deuteronomy chapter 29 verse 5. Now I've led you 40 years in the wilderness. Your clothes are not waxing old upon you, and thy shoe is not waxing old upon thy foot. So Moses look at the miracle right here. You know what I'm saying? You've been walking what 40 years nonstop. 40 years nonstop. And your clothes are not waxing old. You got fresh new clothes.
You ain't smelling.
You ain't smelling. And your shoes, look at your shoes. Look like you just bought them from Foot Locker. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That was a good way to bring that out. That's
Come
right.
on, man.
I'm taking
That's
my
right.
Jesus to the wilderness, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. 60 and 2?
Isaiah 60 and 1.
1.
You're not gonna read it yet.
Okay.
That's for the
right,
prophets. That's for the gospel. So I'm just having y'all get it ahead of time. So verse 6. Ye have not eaten bread, neither have you drunk wine or strong drink, that ye might know that I am the Lord your God. And when ye came unto this place, Sha'an, the king of Heshbon, and Og, the king of Bashan, came out against us unto a battle, and we smote them. Hey, he said this big old kingdom right here, man. All these people right here came against us. What we do, we smote them, man.
That's right. Massive slaughter.
And we took their land and gave it for an inheritance unto the Reubenites and the Gadites, into half the tribe of Manasseh. Because that's an agreement that the tribes came up with. Manasseh was like, numbers. Right, reading numbers, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we're going to take this land. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take this land, and y'all keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't they follow it? I read numbers. They got their land, but they helped the other tribes go get their land, then they came back to.
Because you remember the story.
That was multiple.
Remember the story. Yeah. This was the time where. Remember the story when Moses sent them to go search out the land that we was gonna take.
Yeah.
But then the people came back and they was all scared and they made everyone else scared.
But
we still ended up later on taking that land.
That's
we gave that to the Gadites and the Manassites.
Half of the Manassites.
Yeah, half of the Manassites, but we gave it to all the Gadites and all the Reubenites.
That's right.
So that's verse 8. You go to Isaiah 60. On me, get there first. So I can sometime.
And where you told him about, so I could get there?
Matthew 4 and 13.
All right. All right.
Oh, good.
This is the book of Isaiah.
Just say, Isaiah is always after
Psalms.
No,
Psalms.
Proverbs.
I know, but Psalms is so big. Once you see Psalms, you're like, oh, it's gotta be close.
Yeah.
Okay, what chapter?
Chapter 60. That's one.
If you say Proverbs and Songs of Solomon, you'd be like, all right, well, yeah, Proverbs. But you see Psalms pages on it. 60. You got cheat sheet. I need to order some of these little.
And I gotta learn how to read this in Romans.
Yeah, you know what I did in my Bible? Started from Genesis chapter 1 and verse 1 and numbered each chapter throughout the whole Bible. That's what I did. It only took me like a couple hours.
I did it too, just for you. You kept complaining. I just learned how to read it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, from the top. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
Hey, it said, arise, shine, for the light is come, all right, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. Or you are learning this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Arise. You know what I'm saying? Come up, teach. Go ahead.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth,
right?
And gross darkness, and gross darkness the people.
Kind of gross darkness the people. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High is telling you, hey, arise. You have the light. You ever heard that song in church? I got the little light of mine.
Yeah, I'm
gonna let it shine.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we have that light. And Isaiah is telling them, hey, the earth is covered with darkness, and these people is covered with a gross darkness, man. They're doing wickedly.
Way worse than regular darkness.
Hey, you gotta put your light out there. You gotta shine this whole earth.
That's right. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising.
And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Who are these Gentiles?
Right here is talking about our people. It's talking about the northern kingdom, right?
Exactly, the northern kingdom.
That's right.
All right, for the 10 to Judah shall be risen first.
That's right.
Okay.
Lift up thine eyes. So lift up thine eyes round about and see all they gather themselves together, they come to thee. Thy sons shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nurtured at thy side.
Hey, and lift up thy eyes round about and see all they that gather themselves together.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Hey, once you start rising up, everyone's gonna start coming together. All right, go ahead.
All right. Verse 5. Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. The multitude of camels shall cover thee. The dromedaries of Midian and Ephah, all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense, and they shall shew forth the praises of the Lord.
So who has noticed that this is a future prophecy?
I mean,
because as we read, Midian and Ephah and them, those are heathens. Why are they coming into a sense? You know what I'm saying? And praising the Lord with us. Aren't we supposed to cast them out of the congregation?
Yeah, but right here, this is the prophecy. This goes with we shall possess them and their possessions.
So, yeah, this is talking about,
and they shall come and bring us their inheritance or something like that.
Yeah, the one I brought out yesterday.
Yeah.
This is a future prophecy on when after the world, after America's destroyed and everything, how we have to teach them how to how to keep the laws and everything. They're gonna be praising the Lord with us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But the Levites is the one that's gonna do all that in the tabernacle and everything. You know what I'm saying? All right, sorry for the Levites.
Keep talking.
All right. So, God. So, hey, yeah, it's a future prophecy, man. They're gonna have to learn just like us, except for these God forbidden Edomites, man.
That's
After
right.
1,000 years, they'll be cast off the earth. All right, praise you, the
All
Lord,
praise.
man.
All praise.
All right,
That's
hey,
right.
Selah. All right,
Selah.
go ahead.
All right. Verse 7. And Salakia, all the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The rams of Nebaioth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance on mine altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory.
So, hey, all these things gonna bring in their cattle, everything.
Gold,
hey, I need
incense,
everything on the table.
That's right.
Right now.
That's right. Like beans, you gonna get down or lay down.
Hey, that's right, man.
I like that movie.
Man, I don't think he saw it because he stumbled.
Yeah, he saw it.
Okay.
Hey, I said consider get down or lay down.
I know, but he Marakai know what I'm talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Okay. Verse 8. Who are these that foul as a cloud? Salakia. Who are these that fly as a cloud and as the doves to their windows? Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold.
Who are these people? Who are these people that are flying like clouds and doves like unto the windows?
Right here, I know Tarshish is African. I know that's African for sure. Now the doves and the clouds, I would say that's the chariots, right?
That's us.
Or that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're gonna be up there anyway.
Yeah.
But it'll be like, to me, the chariots, because when you say fly as a cloud, he's gonna come in a cloud.
Right. Go ahead.
Salar.
Where's you at?
I'm still on 9.
Go ahead.
Okay. And Salaki, I'm gonna start from the top of 9. Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of the Lord thy God, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he had glorified thee. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls.
Keep going.
And their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I have had mercy on thee.
So the ships of Tarshish are going to bring our sons, right? We're going to bring our cattle, our gold. They're going to be out there. Hey, we're going to have you on the ship. Hey, are you, and you, or take that ship, you go get my gold.
Yeah.
All right. You know what I'm saying?
That's
then,
right.
hey, you keep, all right, you going to build my house.
And if you put anything in your pocket,
exactly, I'm going to cut your hands off.
That's right.
That's right. Go ahead.
All right, come. Verse 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day or night.
That's right.
That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentile.
Right. Hey, our gates are going to be open day and night, right? Because we low-key have to, because, you know what I'm saying, we're the people that's going to be teaching them. So if they need something, you know, they come to us, right? But then, hey, men are going to bring our the Gentiles. Are they going to bring our servants, man? Are they going to be coming in and out? Read that. Start over. I just didn't let you read the rest. Okay?
I wanted to say something on that. Because when they said, I'm gonna listen to you though. All right, this is Isaiah 60 and verse 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day or night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. Right. Can I say something?
The force of the Gentiles is their armies, their navies, their military. Why they? Because they was doing wickedly, and we could use them too to hunt and everything.
That's right.
Did you get somewhere said sons of the heathen to help alongside?
Yeah, we already read that.
So
that's 8.
Who are they?
Sons of the heathen?
10.
Yeah, that was the remnant. That's the remnant. So all the rocks and cliffs and rocks,
Okay. All right.
That's the remnant.
When I thought about the forces, Salaki, when I thought about the forces, I was thinking about all the rest of the stuff that they got. You know what I mean? They're going to constantly be bringing their forces. You know what I mean? Because they got to keep on going and get all that stuff that they took from us.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're going to have to come on and bring all that back.
Right.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, they're going to have to bring that too.
That's
right. I was like, oh, so you wanted to use a galley gun against Reubenites, huh? All right, let me see how this works. Oh, my bad.
Sorry about that.
My bad.
That's right.
My bad.
Gotta do a redo.
Go ahead, redo. Hey, go right there, man.
We gotta make every bullet count. That's what
That's right.
Go ahead.
And that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
Man.
Yea, those nations.
If you don't want to bow down and be my footstool, you will perish. Right?
Again, you don't want to get down.
Gonna lay down.
You gonna lay down. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Come.
The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee.
Right?
The fiery tree,
right?
The pine tree, and the box together,
right?
To beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious.
Our kingdom is going to be glorious. Man.
That's right.
It's like you looking at a Disney show, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's like when you look at the Amazon and the Mediterranean and all them damn forests and all that. That's how our land gonna be, just beautiful. And then when you look in the water, you know how people fly the drones, and you look in the water and you can see the schools of the blue and yellow fishes, and the what you call them things, the coral reefs is gonna be purple, green, and pink.
Yeah, I learned about coral reefs, man. The coral reefs,
I love them.
Most 3/4 of the coral reefs in our oceans are white.
They're dead.
They're ones that are dead are like real nasty to start shredding and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what you be saying. You think it's real nice, but when you see the coral reefs, they're all shredding and moving back and forth like that and everything, it's because they're dead.
They're killing
and then you have ones that are white, just pure white. They're alive, but they're white because they lost all their nutrients. That's how you know the white man is just the plain virus. He has no nutrients in his body.
That's right.
He has nothing to help him survive.
That's right.
You have nothing. And that's how the fish start dying, because the coral reef is supposed to supply their food.
Exactly. That's right. And a hiding place, and they help purify the water.
Exactly.
So, like, once you get rid of the things that clean it, you know what I mean? Now things are filthy, it's contaminated, fish floating up to the top.
And the reason why the white man needs a big old machine to clean the ocean is because he's taking all the shrimp and crabs.
That's right.
You're bringing them to Red Lobster.
That's the lobster. Yeah, that's right. Man, devil.
Go ahead.
14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. And all they that despise thee, that's why I paused out. I wanted him to say something bad on that. All right, I'll start from the top, man.
Yeah, read over.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, and verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee.
God, all them people, all them white people that was afflicting you, that pulled you over, threw you on the ground.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Gave you that expensive old ticket and everything.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? That just your landlord that made your life a living hell.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? All them, man, they gonna be bending down to you, man.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. The book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
He separated all those that despise him. He's talking about
That's right.
And then in the remnant, he was also named the children.
Powerful, powerful, powerful. And bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
Right.
Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee. Thorough what? Thorough thee.
Mm-hmm.
I will make thee an
eternal
excellency, a joy of many generations. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of the king.
Good.
And
just like how we was taking care of them and everything, when they was kids and stuff and everything, they gonna be taking over our kids, man.
That's
right. I dare you to do something, I'm gonna kill you and your whole family.
That's
you know what I'm saying? But
that's right. It's gonna be a flip side of that term. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Man, I want your mansion.
Our paintings, our paintings, all that stuff, all that.
That's right.
Hey, you know it'd be powerful, man. If Gad had his slaves and he was like, you know, y'all need some blankets. I got some right here. Blanket.
Next, smallpox.
Next day they all dead.
Huh? We get done with them. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to fight each other and everything.
That's right.
Hey, I want to see them play football games. You know what I'm saying? Make me a stadium. You know what I'm saying? Have them play football games.
The Irish against the British.
Like, man, that's right. We played against y'all. We smashed y'all, man.
That's right.
Football. Go down to the locker and y'all.
That's right.
And your mama's not shit.
That's right.
And you know what? I'm gonna have one of my little partners police their neighborhoods. All right? He gonna shoot one of their little kids too. See how they feel about it.
Yeah.
It's an accident.
Every time they come out their door. That's right.
I thought, and you know what? You're gonna have your control their neighborhoods. You're gonna stop by them and pop them.
And they gonna be speaking Hebrew.
That's right.
Like, hold on, I don't understand you, man.
That's right.
Hey, y'all a little bit
Stop
too loud,
resisting. Stop resisting, man.
You got a gun.
And it's a marshmallow.
We had a gun on the screen and it was pointing at me like.
That's right.
Good.
And thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior, and thy Redeemer, and thy mighty one of Jacob. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron.
For all the little things you do, man, you're gonna bring
great things.
Great things.
That's right.
But
And for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land,
Right.
wasting nor destruction within thy borders.
Hey, we're not gonna let these Edomites and these heathens do nothing, man. Are y'all? Hey, y'all better not litter on my land. Better not pee on my bushes.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You better pee in your girl's mouth or something, man.
That's
All right.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
But thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise. The sun
Law.
shall.
Our gates gonna be called for law, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee, but the Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy God thy glory. Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. For the Lord shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of the morning shall be ended. Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time.
God, hey, a little one of us, like
1,000,
man.
And a small one of us, a
like
strong nation. That's right.
So over there to Matthew 13 when you get there.
4:13.
I'll read that verse 24.
You want me to read verse 24 or 13?
Or you gonna read the 13?
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 13.
Matthew 4.
Verse 4.
Oh.
Check. You're already there. Chapter 4.
Yeah,
verse 13. You said 24.
Oh,
He said,
Chapter
4.
It's Matthew, verse 4.
Chapter 4.
Oh, chapter 4, verse 13.
Come.
And leaving Nazareth, he came and dwelt in Capernaum, which is upon on the sea coast, and the borders of Zebulun and Naphtali, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet,
which was Isaiah,
the prophet, saying, the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea beyond Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles.
Right?
Huh? Verse 15. The land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea beyond Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles. The people which sat in darkness saw great light, and to them which sat in the region and shadow of death, light is sprung up.
God, all those Gentiles that was in darkness, man, and into their dumb idols, or they was shown light and sprung up.
From that time, Jesus began to preach and to say, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
God, just like what was said in Matthew 3 and 2. Or repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
That's right.
Good.
And Jesus, walking by the sea of
Galilee.
Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon, called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers.
Huh?
And he said unto them, Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men.
Hey, you do this fishing. He's like, hey, follow me. I'm gonna make you fishers of men. Are you gonna fish for men and make them great, powerful soldiers of the Most High God?
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
And they straightway left their nets and followed him.
Hey, they straight away.
Hey, look.
Hey, man. All right, cool. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
We out.
Go ahead.
And going on from thence, he saw other two brethren, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, and a ship with Zebedee their father, mending their nets. And he called them, and they immediately left the ship and their father and followed him.
Hey, they was with their dad. They left his dad. They left their dad. Hey, I'm pretty sure the dad was listening too. Dad was like, man, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's like, I gotta go with the anointed.
I gotta go with him, man.
Yeah, I gotta go with the anointed. That's right.
And they didn't even know that that was Christ yet. No one knew.
No. Hey, spirit bear witness.
Come on, man. Hey, he's like, hey, I'm gonna make y'all fishers of men. Already, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we gonna teach them. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I, man.
And Jesus went about all Galilee, teaching in their synagogues, and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing all manner of sickness and all manner of disease among the people. And his fame went throughout all Syria.
God, his fame went throughout Syria. They would, Christ, right? Was his fame was like, hey, there's this guy that's just teaching everybody. Man. He's just everyone started to follow him, leading country to country, state to state, town to town. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
His doctrine is sweet.
Exactly.
And they brought unto him all sickened people that were taken with this diverse disease and torment, and those which were possessed with devils, and those which were lunatic, and those that had the palsy, and he healed them.
God, palsy is like burnings of the skin, everything. Palsy is. But God, with that we can get to these prayers.
All right, y'all. Amadium Pani Russell. That means turn towards the east. All right, this is the Ta'ala. Shalom. So this is the Ayanawa. All right. It is our duty to praise the Master of all, to ascribe greatness to the Author of creation, who has not made us like the nations of the lands, nor placed us like the families of the earth, who has not made our portion like theirs, nor our destiny like all their multitude. For they worship vanity and emptiness, and pray to a God who cannot save. But we bow in worship and thank the Supreme King of Kings, the Holy One. Blessed be He who extends the heavens and establishes the earth, whose throne of glory is in the heavens above, whose presence is in the highest of heights. He is our God, there is no other. Truly He is our King. There is none else. As it is written in the Torah, ye shall know and take to heart this day that Yahweh is Elohim, in the heavens above and on earth below. There is no other. Hallelujah.
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 Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Mashiach.
Mashiach.
Amen. Shema Yasura Yahweh Yahweh Shema Yasura Yahweh Yahweh Shema Yasura Yahweh Yahweh Shema Yasura Yahweh Allah Yahweh Yahweh.
There is no one God no more.
Got this one. It's not there yet.
It's the 10 Commandments. Love thy neighbor, love Yahweh. Yahweh, Allah Asherah, Barakazah, Akikah, Barakazah, Barakazayim, Abakim, La'ah, Yahaya, Lakah, Alahayim, Akariyim, Al, Panya, La'ah, Da'aisha, Lakah, Pasol, Wala'ah, Da'aidam, La'ah, Lakorka, Hashem, Yahweh, Asherah, Zakar, Hayawam, Ashabah, Lakadas, Kabad, Abakar, Amuk, La'ah, Barakazah, La'ah, La'ah, Daganah, La'ah, Shakur, La'ah, Dakamad, Asherah, Barai, Great commandment, hear Israel, Yahweh, Yahweh, I say the greatest commandments. For I tell the other form of the other for other Asmania Anton or other other. That's not a vision of great this. That's a so this is the Zarko one, Hasha before it. Now when Yahweh Shai was a man in the house of Simon the left, and came up to him, a woman having an everlasting box of very Christian women, put it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they indignation saying, what purpose is this place? Was ordered by him so if when your place is when Yahweh Shai understood, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? She hath brought a good work upon me. Yet the poor oil he hath not owned. For that she hath poured his oil in my body, she did it for me. Further that saying, so if it's God from this shall also this, as the woman hath done the toll for the order of her. Hallelujah.
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 Ba'ashem,
Yahushua, Mashiach. Amen.
Water Aquatium, the water Malachium, the water Hakim, the water Malachium. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yashab Rakatham.